It is Monday, 19th day of May 2025. Welcome to the Lord Aboga TV newspaper review. Straight away we move on to the Daily Nation, whereby the main headline reads, Gachagua faces arrest. President Ruto's close allies, the Deputy President and the Interior Cabinet Secretary, sustained the messaging throughout the weekend that former Deputy President Gachagua is not untouchable and that he will be arrested for alleged incitement as he steps up his blistering attacks on the government. That is according to the Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen and the Deputy President Kithure Kindiki. This is what Kipchumba Murkomen said. Let that man continue making noise and inciting Kenyans. We will arrest him. The other day he told us that if he is impeached, there will be chaos. Was there chaos? That is Kipchumba Murkomen. Then Deputy President Kindiki Kithure said, any leader who is encouraging early electoral campaigns does not wish our country well. It is unpatriotic to put our country in a perpetual campaign mood. That is Deputy President Kithure Kindiki. But his boss is the president, always campaigns. The president campaigns day in, day out. Why has he not called out his boss, President William Samoei Ruto, for early campaigns? That is so unfortunate and double speaking.
Unajua kuna watu wanatutisha, wanafikiria they are now above the law. Wanafikiria hawatashikwa. Wanafikiria hawatafungwa. I am going to tell you, under our watch, this country is not going to condone anybody who wants to ban this nation. We are going to do everything under the sun to make sure that for...
Then this is what former Deputy President Gachagua had to say. You cannot escape the blood of the Gen Z killings and abductions. You cannot condemn violence when your hands are dripping with the blood of Gen Zs. You cannot be speaking from both ends of your mouth. That is former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. It seems Rigathi Gachagua has been a serious thorn unto President William Samoei Ruto's administration. What do you expect? Impeaching someone who has sat in the National Security Council committee meetings for 2 years. I know it won't be a walk in the park. Former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua will have them run for their money. Then on another news here at the Daily Nation, tribulations after Uganda, Tanzania now ejects Martha Karua. The Daily Nation writes, Senior Counsel Martha Karua and other Kenyan lawyers refused entry into Tanzania, where they had gone to visit a detained opposition leader weeks after harassment in Uganda. That is quite unfortunate.
Shall we just stop shouting? Yeah. Chilling at Mwalimu Nyerere International Airport, Dar es Salaam, where the three of us have been detained awaiting deportation. We thought that as citizens of Jumuiya we were free, but not yet uhuru. The great Mwalimu Nyerere, who welcomed all people, the oppressed of Africa. This is not what he must have envisaged, that we can be detained here. The common thread among us, we are guests of East Africa Law Society, and there is fear in this government of our dear Mama Suluhu about people who may be interested in the politically motivated cases against Tundu Lissu. Aluta, continua.
East Africa states always take Kenyans for granted, except Uganda. Tanzania, Rwanda, South Sudan, Ethiopia, they always take Kenyans for granted. Hapa Kenya, Ugandans, Tanzanians always work peacefully. Hakuna mtu anawasumbua. But when you are a Kenyan and happen to do business in Tanzania, you'll have to go through a very rough tide. So unfortunate, and it is high time that we as Kenyans also start retaliating, because I believe that East Africa community, we are supposed to live as one, but there is always an unfair treatment towards Kenyans. in these East African countries. It's also high time we start retaliating, because hapa Kenya mimi naona Rwandese they just sell kahawa on our roads. Yeah? Tanzanians do business freely in Gikomba. Hakuna mtu anawauliza kitu. But when it comes to Kenyans, wakienda Tanzania, they are always mistreated. They are seriously mistreated. It is high time we deploy the Bible wise teaching, an eye for an eye, because they are taking Kenyans for granted. They always mistreat Kenyans. It is high time we also give them what they are giving us, because you cannot be treating good with bad. Kenyans are very hospitable to these foreigners who stay in our country. But when Kenyans go there, they want to treat them like trash. That is so unfortunate. That is what we have unto the Daily Nation. Straight away we move onto the Standard, whereby the main headline reads, "Captured Justice." Maneno imechamuka hapo kidogo. Then this is what the Standard writes. Legal experts and political analysts are raising concern about growing trend in the justice system, where individuals who break the law but sing the regime praises appear to have a smooth run in the corridors of justice. In contrast, President William Ruto's critics are threatened more harshly. Observers now say the legal system is being weaponized. Then we see there a veteran legal counsel, that is Gitobu Manyana, says state agencies have been weaponized to protect interests which appear to be purely commercial. Ruto is relying on this weaponization along with aging political allies to prevent his government from collapsing. That is quite unfortunate state of affairs. Again, the very issue that was highlighted onto the Daily Nation, Karua denied entry into Dar es Salaam. I don't know what to say. East Africans, stop taking Kenyans for granted. Stop mistreating Kenyans. We will call you out, and we will also start mistreating your residents who stay in Kenya. If that is the route that you want to take, we will offer you that route in equal measures. I think onto our today's newspaper review, we don't have much. For this and many more, subscribe onto our YouTube channel at Lord Abwoga TV. Remember to press the notification bell so that when we come up with this interesting political and governance content, YouTube will automatically notify you. Till next time, goodbye.